Today we are covering the critical concept of impartiality for the Arizona Notary Public Exam. The entire foundation of a notary's role rests on being a neutral, third-party witness to a transaction. Your commission and reputation depend on it, and the exam will test your understanding of this from multiple angles. Impartiality means you cannot favor one party, you cannot have a personal or financial stake in the transaction, and you cannot pressure anyone to sign a document. The exam will present scenarios designed to see if you can identify and avoid a conflict of interest. For example, a question might describe a situation where you are asked to notarize a car title for your brother who is selling his vehicle. Arizona Revised Statutes, specifically Section 41.328, prohibits a notary from notarizing for any person related by marriage or adoption. This is a hard and fast rule in Arizona that you must know for the exam. Even for relatives not covered by this specific prohibition, the best practice and the correct exam answer is always to refer them to another notary to avoid even the appearance of a conflict. Another exam trap involves beneficial interest. ARS. Section 41-328 also states you cannot notarize a document if you will receive any direct material benefit from the transaction, beyond your standard fee. Imagine an exam question where you are asked to notarize a deed for a property your spouse is purchasing. Since you would have a direct beneficial interest in the property, you are disqualified from performing the notarization. The exam will also test your ability to remain neutral and not pressure a signer. A classic scenario involves a signer who appears hesitant or unsure. If another party to the transaction urges you to just get it done, your duty is to stop the notarization. A key function of a notary is to ensure the signature was made willingly and not under duress. Any sign of coercion is a red flag that requires you to refuse the service. Confidentiality is another facet of impartiality tested on the exam. You cannot reveal the contents of a document you notarize to others. An exam question might ask what you should do if a signer's relative calls you to ask about the details of a will you notarized. The only correct answer is to state that you cannot provide that information. Arizona law protects the privacy of notarial acts that are not public records. A common point of confusion is offering help. You might be tempted to explain a term in the document or offer an opinion. This is a major exam trap. Doing so constitutes the unauthorized practice of law. Your role is to witness the signing and verify identity, not to provide legal advice. A memorable way to remember your role is the phrase, "stick to the stamp." It's a mental shortcut to remind you that your only job is to handle the notarial certificate, the journal entry, and the seal. Do not venture into explaining the document, giving advice, or taking sides. Stick to the stamp. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.